Hey guys, now widow's peak can be quite an interesting look and a lot of women love having widow's peak. But in this video today, we're going to be looking at widow's peak and how it can impact male pattern baldness. So guys, before we get into the video on widow's peak, if you are worried about your own hair loss, make sure to click the link in the description, upload a quick hair selfie, answer a few short questions, and you're going to get your free Hairguard analysis. So what you're going to learn about today in this video is we're going to learn about what the widow's peak is and where it got its unique name. Then we're going to explain what causes the widow's peak to appear, especially in men with receding hairlines. Then we're going to tell you exactly how you can get rid of the widow's peak and regrow your hair with an all natural growth serum. So first, what is widow's peak? A widow's peak, or widower's peak in the case of men, is a V-shaped hairline that can appear in both men and women. In some, the peak can be particularly deep. In others, the peak may be barely noticeable. But where does the widow's peak get its unique name? Well, the name originates from an old wives' tale, an omen that women with this distinctive hairline would suffer the fate of a dead husband. This was because of the naturally forming peak appears very similar to the peak created by the widow's hood, a cap worn by widows while mourning the loss of husbands. Of course, we now know that this is nothing but a myth, but for many, the widow's peak is still a curse, just not a supernatural one. So what causes a widow's peak? In many individuals, the widow's peak is naturally occurring and is simply the way in which the hairline is shaped. This is due to a strong inherited trait. For a few men, however, a widower's peak can be an indication of a receding hairline and therefore male pattern baldness. So what causes the hairline to recede in such a way? Now, typically hair loss begins at the temples and near the forehead line. This is known as a temporofrontal hair loss and is very common in men with androgenetic alopecia, the medical term for male pattern baldness. Now, the loss occurs in such a way due to the location of DHT receptors. As we've previously discussed on the channel, DHT is a hormone produced from testosterone. Now, while every male has dihydrotestosterone present within their bodies, men with a genetic predisposition to androgenetic alopecia tend to be more sensitive to the DHT. Over time, this sensitivity leads to miniaturization of the hair follicles, eventually leading to hair loss. Even worse, hair which is lost in such a manner will not grow back naturally unless, of course, you do something about it. So now we're going to look at how you can get rid of widow's peak. If your widow's peak is due to a receding hairline, then you are in luck. The methods which are normally used to treat hair loss and regrow hair will work to rid you of your widow's peak, just as they'll help you to regrow strong, luscious locks. Of course, keep in mind that treating hair loss in its beginning stages is easier and more effective in the long run. However, it is possible to grow back the hair which you've already lost. So are you ready to get started? So what you're going to need is, we're going to show you now how to use a growth serum. So you'll need some hyaluronic acid, emu oil, saw palmetto, apple polyphenol, and a derma roller. What you want to do is pierce the gel capsule of a saw palmetto supplement. Add the resulting gel into a mixture of hyaluronic acid and emu oil. Measurements need not be exact, though 1 part saw palmetto gel to 6 part of the acid and emu oil mixture is a great start. Similarly, take an apple polyphenol supplement capsule and break it into the above mixture of 1 part saw palmetto, 6 parts hyaluronic acid. Mix the combination well by stirring and shaking vigorously. Now begin the process with the derma roller. Gently roll it across the part of your scalp where you'd like to apply the hair growth serum. Do this slowly and repeat the process at least 4 times. This will ensure that the scalp is ready to receive the hair growing mixture and absorb it. Once this has been done, apply the serum with either a cotton ball or clean finger. Massage it directly into the affected areas of the scalp, being sure to evenly distribute the serum throughout. For best results, allow the serum to sit on your scalp for at least 30 minutes. Now, the 4 ingredients used in the hair serum pack a powerful punch when it comes to stimulating hair growth and regrowing hair you've lost. First, hyaluronic acid acts as the carrier role, ensuring that the other ingredients are properly distributed. Hyaluronic acid is naturally found in the human body, and it transports nutrients to cells while simultaneously removing toxins. Emu oil is next, acting as the main DHT inhibitor. This amazing oil has hair growing properties and is also known to be used as an anti-inflammatory and moisturizing agent. Saw palmetto is another inhibitor of DHT, working effectively when applied directly to the scalp. And last, apple polyphenols stimulate circulation and eliminate free radicals from the surrounding areas. And now we're going to show you how you can treat the root cause of your hair loss. While DHT is a common culprit of hair loss, there are a few other things, such as illness and infection, which can lead to premature thinning and loss. Even diabetes, a common disease seen throughout the world, has been linked to balding. For best results, it's a good idea to know exactly what's causing your hair loss. After all, how can you treat an issue when you don't even know what its cause is? Now, the widow's peak is a point of pride for some and a curse for others. If you're one such individual who is gaining a widow's peak due to a receding hairline, then I'm here to tell you that there are many things which you can do to reverse it. From the application of the hair growth serum above to the replacement of store-bought shampoos with homemade, feel free to browse this YouTube channel for more natural ways that you can go about treating hair loss and ridding yourself of your widow's peak. So guys, that's what we wanted to share with you today on the widow's peak. If you're worried about your own hair loss, don't forget to click the link in the description to get your Hairguard analysis. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.